Hi there, I'm Coach V. Now, I've been talking about this emotional detox program, and some of you are probably wondering what exactly is it? If you've seen the flyer, we're going to be talking about a few different topics. So, number one, things like how to deal with breakups and cheating, big one. Also, with toxic relationships, how do you deal with them? Do you stay? Do you go? How do you even survive them? How do you come out of them if you need to come out of them? Also, we're going to be looking at things like forgiveness, which is really one of the biggest topics I've ever had to cover ever in any time that I've ever had to deal with anyone who needs to forgive. That is probably the biggest thing that they find challenging. So I'm going to show you some techniques on how to do this. Also, how to foster good relationships. Now, these topics did not just come out of nowhere. We ran an emotional detox program in January, whereby after that we asked you a few questions like, what exactly is it that you're dealing with in your life that you need to go through some emotional detox or healing for? And from that poll, we got some of the topics that we're going to be covering over the next few months, actually. So this one is actually going to be happening from the 6th of May until the 31st of May. Now, there's a possibility that it might trickle into June because I'd like us to do a physical detox as well. And the best time to do any kind of detox like that is at the beginning of the month. So if you choose that we don't do it, then the program ends on the 31st of May. Otherwise, we will move on until around the 2nd or the 3rd of June. Okay. So that said, what exactly is going to be in this program? So let me give you a bit of a kind of format of how it's going to be. So number one, once you have registered, we add you to a WhatsApp group. What happens in this WhatsApp group? It is a safe space for you to have conversations. It could be feedback. It could be that you want to ask questions. It could be sharing things that you have also done that you have found to be effective in your own healing process or in your healing journey. Secondly, we're going to have once a week conferencing, kind of online conferencing class, whereby we will share, or I will share with you a topic, and then we will have a conversation around that topic. And after that, if you don't feel comfortable giving your feedback in that forum, then you still have the WhatsApp available. You can still ask your questions, you can still give your feedback, whatever. Or if you don't even feel comfortable about that, you can still send me the messages or whatever directly, and then I will post them on your behalf. I will not answer you directly. I will answer it in the group because whatever it is that you are challenged with, there could be someone who is going through the same challenge. So I want to make sure that the answer that you receive will help somebody else. Okay, so if you feel uncomfortable about sending a message on a group or whatever, don't worry, you can still send it to me directly. Now, that conferencing session will also be recorded. So this is how you will be able to either go back and listen to it again, or you can, if you missed the session, you can always catch up. Okay, so we'll give you the access to that as well. All right. Now, for some people, they're probably thinking, do I even have anything to heal in the first place? Now, I want to give you a small exercise to do. Maybe you can do it now before you even register to identify whether it is a program for you. But we might also do it again when we start. Okay. So I'd like you to get a piece of paper, and this is what you would write on it. So you draw a line in the middle of the paper. At the top, you write birth, and at the bottom, you write present. So basically, it's from birth to present time. And on this side, you write what physical events happened, and on this side, what emotional events happened. Okay. Now, what I want you to do after that is, I want you to think about from birth. And please don't bash this. There are some people who actually do remember what happened from birth, so please don't bash it. So from whatever, the earliest time that you can remember something happened, it could be a traumatic event, or it could be just one of those events where you think, man, I could have done without that. Yeah. So what physical event happened? And then one easy way of doing this is, once you have identified the physical event, what did you make it mean? Or how did you feel about it? What did you think about it? So it could have been an event such as, for me, an event would be like, my father left our family. What I made it mean is that my father does not love me. You see, something like that. On the other hand, You could also have an emotional event, which could be something like your mother told you will amount to nothing, or your husband said that you were fat and it made you feel a certain way. So that's an emotional event. Yeah. So it's not actually like a physical thing. Yeah. Another physical event could be something like you went through one of the terror attacks. Say, for example, you were in the Westgate attack and you survived it. Or it could be that you went through an abusive relationship, you went through a rape, you went through, you were molested when you were a child by an uncle or an auntie or whatever it is. Whatever the situation may be, write it down. There will be physical events. And if you can't think of an emotional event, write down what it is that you felt or you thought about that particular event. Okay? And that then becomes your emotional event. If you can identify something in this process, then you need to join the emotional detox program. The the techniques that I'm going to be sharing with you are not just going to help you to heal what's in the past, but even going forward, how are you going to be able to deal with events when they happen? If they're traumatic, how can you bypass that? How can you heal from that? How can you not make it be something that completely transforms how you view yourself, how you view the world, how you view people, and how you relate to other people. Now, this is it's a program on another level. So we're taking this to level 2 type of program. It's going to be something that you probably do not really expect will happen. It's a combination of all the different things that I have done through my own healing journey. And I'm not saying that my healing journey has ended. It is continuing, because emotional detox is something, it's almost like an onion. So you peel off one layer, there's another layer. You peel off that layer, there's another layer. And you're continuously healing yourself over and over and over again. Sometimes you might be healing one thing for a year. Sometimes you might be healing a thing for like 2 seconds and it's gone. Yeah. So the sooner you can heal it, the better it is for you, because then you don't carry that on for the rest of your life. Okay. So I hope this has given you a little bit more detail about what the program will be. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you all there. For all of you to register, please do, please do, please do. Contact details are below to register. So we'll see you then.